Hello, Valley Fuck Up. I'm back. I noticed your recent, within the last hour, video attacking David Rock again. How in the fuck can you stand and accuse David Rock of the thing that you're guilty of as well as he may have been? You know, there's proof out there that you, with your previous boyfriend, you were with him sexually prior to his age of consent. Pedophile. How does that feel, Joey? You are actively molesting children, and yet you stand and go on a raucous, hate-filled crusade to try and tear down David Rock? Let's take a look at that. Is it perhaps because of the fact that you are nothing compared to David Rock, that he's a success, and that you're nothing? That's pretty obvious. Is it perhaps because you have nothing better to do than sling hate-filled trash at people who have tried to move on and put their past behind them and live a decent life? You know, Joey, you're guilty of everything that you've accused him of. You're a worthless faggot who likes to take a cock up the ass. That is absolutely sick. Absolutely deranged. You have no point in talking or accusing anybody of anything sexual. You are deranged. You are a queer, a faggot. You can call it anything under the First Amendment. You got the right to call it, but it's still what it is. You're a faggot, a queer, a worthless piece of shit. Dave Rock is successful because he's picked up the pieces of his life and moved on. And you can't stand the fact that he's making probably 3 times the money you're making every month. And he continues to grow. And he's got every right in Canadian law to live an unattacked lifestyle. And I would suggest that you pull your head out of your partner's ass and realize that you're no different. You know, pathetic morons like yourself and DNC video, just to name a couple of examples, go on these tirades, spewing hate, spewing filth, acting as if you're nothing but an innocent bystander trying to right all of the wrongs in life. Well, you're taking a cock up the ass. You're trying to say that someone else is guilty of molestation. You molested your boyfriend before he was 18. There's proof. You can't accept it. You know, I don't think I could actually stand myself if I had molested a child. That's my personal view. I try to live a very moral and correct lifestyle. And believe me, homosexuality is in no way correct. It is an abomination in the eyes of a true and powerful God. And because you choose to deny his existence makes him no less powerful. Everyone who lives on this planet will someday face judgment. And the scoffing that you do today, you're going to wish on that judgment day you had never done. But by then it'll be too late. And you'll experience hell. And if you choose not to accept that, well, that's fine. Don't accept it. But when the day comes, there won't be a chance to backpedal and correct yourself. I stop and think about the way in which you have attacked others and shown yourself to be a complete moronic asshole. You have misrepresented yourself as a member of a foundation and been interviewed on radio. One of your many lies. And David is right in not facing you or speaking with you. If he's a decent man, he won't even justify your idiotic, stupid remarks. So, Joey, go back and find another teenage boy to stuff a cock up his ass. Because the crusade you're on, believe me, is a false crusade. And anyone with any degree of intelligence can see through you like looking through wax paper. You are absolutely a fake, a fraud, and a faggot. And nobody likes any of the three. So, Valley fuck up, bring it on. Because I won't back down. I stand and live by my convictions. And you and 1,000 other haters can point the finger. I know one thing. Homosexuality is wrong. It's horrible. It's demented. And I will never accept it as reasonable or moral. You need to wake up and smell the coffee, Joey. I recently read a comment written by you by another YouTuber that said that if I were like him, I would have to put a gun in my mouth. Speaking of you. It's amazing how people see through the cloud of shit that you spew out of your face when you're as guilty, if not more guilty, than David Rock. So why don't you crawl back into the bathhouse that you come out of and go and get a doctor to sew your asshole half shut and come out and start acting like a reasonable and moral human being. What a case.